Word Wednesday starts right now. Hey guys, it's Michael here from Happy English, and today I've got another Word Wednesday vocabulary building lesson just for you. This month we've been looking at idioms, and today we're going to finish up this month's series with idioms that come from sports. Learning idioms is a great way to make your English sound more natural and more colorful. Are you ready? Let's check it out. The first idiom is learn the ropes. You need to learn the ropes. Learn the ropes is an idiom that comes from sailing. The ropes are what controls the sails and the boat. So, learning the ropes in sailing is the first or most basic thing that you need to learn. When you learn the ropes, it means you become familiar with new things. The new guy in my office needed some time to learn the ropes. You may not have success in sales until you learn the ropes. Next, we have on the ball. He's on the ball. This idiom comes from baseball. When a batter is on the ball, it means he can get a hit. The idiom to be on the ball means to be smart or a quick learner or a quick thinker. The new manager is really on the ball. He quickly got used to our computer system. Ken is really on the ball when it comes to learning vocabulary and remembering how to use idioms. Next, we have skating on thin ice. This idiom comes from ice skating. And if you're ice skating on a pond or a lake and the ice is thin, well, that's kind of a dangerous situation or a risky situation, right? So, a person who is skating on thin ice or just on thin ice is a person who's doing some dangerous or risky behavior. Nathan was skating on thin ice when he started cheating on his girlfriend. I think Jack comes to work late too often. The boss said he's on thin ice. I hope he doesn't get fired. Next up is to call the shots. I call the shots. Call the shots comes from billiards, or as we say here in America, pool. Serious billiards players announce their intention. For example, orange ball in the side pocket. That action of identifying which ball you're going to hit and where you think it's going to go is called calling the shots. In that way, when you call the shots, you're the boss of the balls or the boss of the table. So, as an idiom, to call the shots means to be the boss or be the person in charge. Chris is the new boss, so he calls the shots in our office. I'm looking forward to becoming the manager so then I can call the shots. Next, we have the ball is in your court. That's my offer. The ball's in your court. This idiom comes from tennis. When you're playing tennis and someone serves the ball, well then the ball is in your court. In other words, it's your duty or your responsibility to decide how to hit that ball. As an idiom, the ball is in your court means it's your responsibility. In other words, it's up to you to make a decision about the situation. Well, I gave you my ideas, so now the ball is in your court. We gave our customer our best proposal, so now the ball is in their court about whether they're going to sign the contract or not. Okay, next up is barking up the wrong tree. That guy was barking up the wrong tree. This idiom comes from hunting. In hunting, they use dogs to chase the animal. Well, sometimes the dogs get confused, and maybe the animal is in the tree over there, but the dog is barking at the tree over here. And so we can say the dog is barking up the wrong tree. He's got a misunderstanding of the situation. So, as an idiom, if you're barking up the wrong tree, it means you've got the wrong idea about a situation. Well, I understand your complaint, but you're barking up the wrong tree. I'm not the manager. You need to talk to that guy over there. If you're looking for a golfing partner, you're barking up the wrong tree. I've never played golf. And finally, we have off the hook. He's off the hook. This idiom comes from fishing. When the fish is on the hook, he's going to be taken out of the water and maybe eaten for dinner. But if the fish escapes and he's off the hook, it means he's no longer in that bad situation. So as an idiom, when you are off the hook, it means you're no longer in trouble or no longer in a bad situation. At first, the boss was going to send me to work with that difficult customer. Oh my God. But luckily, he changed his mind and he's going to send Eddie there. I'm off the hook. The manager finally realized that I wasn't involved in that failed project, so I'm off the hook. How about you? Are you on the ball? Do you know anyone who's been skating on thin ice? Do you need to learn the ropes? Do you call the shots? Have you been barking up the wrong tree? Is the ball in your court? You're not off the hook yet. Try to take one of these idioms, create an original sentence, and use it in the comments below. Keep in mind, if you want to remember these idioms or any vocabulary, you need to write that vocabulary in a sentence that's true for you, and then memorize your sentences. Well, that's it for today's Word Wednesday English lesson. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Don't forget to leave a comment, and I'll catch you guys next time right here at Happy English. Catch you later.